Hello, Sterling.
Kevin Prake, how are you?
I'm doing well, despite me being the reason why this is late this week.
Well, I think what is late, and we'll let everyone a little behind the curtain, is that, Kevin, we're now an official podcast, because you're not an official podcast until you have to redo an edition for some kind of technical difficulty. I listen to a lot of shows every week, and every once in a while, there's always a lost episode that then the hosts talk about what they said in the podcast that no one will ever hear.
This is true.
Because something happened, a mic didn't work, a file didn't save, whatever it is. So, Kevin, the silver lining of having to record episode 3 again is, one, we should be very practiced.
Yes.
Should be very poised, ready to go. We still have a lot to talk about, but we're gonna look to the future. We're not gonna talk about the past. And the edition that will never be heard by the light of day, the ears of day.
The ears of day.
We talked a lot about the lip sync battle, Jingle Bell battle. We're not gonna. I think we're gonna at some point. We're gonna do a lip sync battle, just special. We'll break it down maybe before the Clash of Champions, maybe early next semester, where we'll just talk about who's going to the Clash of Champions, the dates of the upcoming events. Maybe we'll get Chris Bridges in here.
Maybe so.
We'll get DJ Chris Bridges in here. We'll talk about all things lip sync battles. So we're going to do a special edition here at some point, probably in the second semester. Let's talk about what's going on tonight. As you're listening to this, we're going to try to get this up immediately. Right now, it is Tuesday afternoon, and tonight we have Cookies and Crafts, and backed by popular demand is Make Your Own Sock Snowman. Kevin, you made a sock snowman last year.
I did indeed.
Did you make 2? I thought you made I think it was a pair of snowmen.
By popular demand, I did make a second snowman.
Okay, see, we had leftover rice. Demand was so great that we are doing it again. Starts tonight, 7 p.m. That'll be in the campus center, where you can make your own sock snowman. We'll have they have some different types of socks, all kinds of decorations, tons of rice to fill them up with. Very creative. And here's the great part of it. You don't have to be a great craftsman to make this.
Or a craftswoman.
Or craftswoman. You can make a snowman or a snowwoman. You can make whichever you want. Because they're pretty easy. Like, I feel like I could do this. Now, I didn't. Why? Because I give the people what they want. This applies to go to people who really want to make a snowman. But I feel like I could do this. I watched the process. It's pretty simple. Comes out great. Great decoration. Great gift. See these a lot of like craft fairs, places of the like, if that's where you want to hang out at. So come on down tonight, 7 p.m. in the campus center, and make a sock snowman at Cookies and Crafts.
Don't forget there's free cookies as well.
There will be cookies. What those will be, I don't know.
Surprise mystery free cookies?
Well, last time, speaking of mystery, last time we did a lot of Oreos. We had like 12 different kinds of Oreos.
I think some of those are still sitting in this office.
There's one bag left. I think it's the secret stash of the office that people have now uncovered, and now there's a steady train of people running into the office just to steal Oreos. Oreos bring people out. That's why we'll have them tonight. Cookies and Crafts, 7 p.m. in the campus center, where you can make it. We'll have hot glue guns.
That's important.
That's something else people love, is hot glue.
Yeah, not in the fingers though. It hurts.
No. This time we'll also cover the tables, because last time I remember having to take a pocket knife trying to chip off dried hot glue.
That was like a half an hour. That one was interesting.
Hot glue's a lot of fun until it's not hot anymore.
Yeah.
Then it's a mess.
I think it took a half an hour and 5 different people to get it all off.
It took quite a while. And those tables were brand new at the time. They were 2 weeks old, and we had glue on them, but they were looking okay by the end. Now, we're going to move on. The special edition of the Toilet Times and the current edition, as you'll see, Patriots, Dolphins, Monday Night Football coming up on December 11th. Obviously, the date is not encompassed on the current edition of the Toilet Times. It runs out on December 9th, but next week being finals week, I wasn't going to put out a Toilet Times just for the one event. So we included it in this one. I wasn't going to do the event because it is the Monday before break. It's the Monday of finals week. Who really wants an event at that point? But you got to give people what they want. And I also know what they're going to do anyway, because it's what I would do. Is I'm going to watch the Patriots game, no matter how busy I am. If I don't even have time to do it, you have time to do 2 things. You have time to eat, especially eat tater tots, and you have time to watch the New England Patriots play football. Those are the 2 things you're going to do. They're appointment things every week or every day, no matter which it is. So we're going to do this. We're going to have a tater tot bar, the first ever in Husson University history. It's going to start at 8 o'clock, kick off at 8:25, just like regular Monday Night Football. And we'll watch the Patriots and the Dolphins, which is now a very intriguing game. Patriots favored by 10.5 or 11 points. That number in Vegas, I'm going to guess, going down now with the suspension of one Rob Gronkowski.
It is true. That was one vicious hit he had on the Buffalo player in the game against Buffalo not too long ago. After that play, Tom Brady threw the interception and Gronk went straight in with a big cast.
Okay, going to go with the rant here. I wasn't going to do it. We were going to keep
Here we go.
this
Rant with Sterling.
Is that the bump music we have here?
Rant with Sterling.
I like it. I hear that with flutes. Okay. One. So you said Tom Brady throws the interception there. Gronk was held, he was interfered, he was pushed out of the way, and then Tre'Davious White made the interception. No flags anywhere. Gronk's frustrated. White gets touched up out of bounds, so the play is over, the play's dead, and then Gronk essentially lays the people's elbow down on White. White, they're saying, is in concussion protocol. He might be. They're checking him out for a concussion. Gronk is suspended for 1 day. Most agree that this suspension's warranted. I'm a little further off of that. Did it need to happen? No. Was it overly vicious? It's debatable. Does he really have a concussion? We don't know. And then I watched Monday Night Football last night between the Bengals and Steelers.
But you were a big Bengals fan for that one.
I was a big Bengals fan for that one.
Won't hear,
Heartbreaking Bengal loss.
People won't hear that because of the lost episode.
They won't hear that.
You were the world's biggest Bengal fan for
I was a
day.
huge Bengal fan for one night, and now I despise the franchise. They should move them to Ottawa. I had the Bengals in my football pool. If they won, I won. I'd be $75 richer talking to you today.
Mm-hmm.
They instead blew it. Also, the Steelers and Patriots tied for first place in the AFC. Patriots would have a one-game lead when it comes to home field advantage in the AFC. I'm very salty about the Cincinnati Bengals. It was a tough loss last night. I actually had feelings. Vicious hits last night. Vicious hits in that game last night. Ryan Shazier, hit in the head. The initial talk was he might have been paralyzed. They didn't know. It seems like he's doing okay. They think it's a back injury. Could have been something with the spine, like they don't know.
Those are never good.
Vontaze Burfict, later in the game, gets drilled, knocked unconscious from a block by Juju Smith-Schuster. Antonio Brown catches the game-tying touchdown in the fourth quarter, absolutely laid out by George Aloka. Aloka and Smith-Schuster both get 1-game suspensions. They get the same suspension that Gronk did, and they had vicious helmet-to-helmet hits that the only intent could possibly be to end somebody's career. And Gronk throws a misguided forearm elbow into a prone player from 3 steps away, and he's getting the same exact suspension. There's just something wrong with this. If Aloka and Smith-Schuster get the same punishment that Gronk does, it's wrong. If they get 1 game, he should get none. I agree he should probably get 1, then they should easily get 2. This makes no sense. Like, the equality, it just doesn't match up. That's like I get 10 years in prison for jaywalking, and you get 10 years in prison for robbing Bangor Savings.
Yeah, you're right.
Of course I'm right, Kevin. This has been Rant with Sterling.
Rant with Sterling.
Kevin, anything you're looking forward to? What are your thoughts on the slate this week? Not a ton coming up because we are getting ready for the holiday season.
Might be my most look forward to day this week is tomorrow, which is one Sterling Pingree birthday.
Yeah, everyone kind of celebrates in their own way. You know, it's one of those deals where everyone has to. I'm the only one that's turning older tomorrow, I guess.
We're all turning older tomorrow.
Only by a day. I pick up a year. At the gym every morning, I go in the Stairmaster, and for some reason, when you go in the Stairmaster and you put in like how long you want to go, and you put in your weight, and then they always ask you your age. I'm gonna have to put in another number tomorrow, Kevin.
I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too.
Age is just the number that you have to type into a Stairmaster.
Yes, it's also how old you are. That's all I've really got this week, Kevin. Like I said, it would be a short edition. This is the last, the third and final edition of the Husson Toilet Times podcast of this semester. I think it's been a pretty successful opening run.
I think it's been pretty well. I heard yesterday that somebody actually listened to us.
I think we have a few listeners out there. For those people, I appreciate you listening. We'll
Very
be back
so.
Next semester. The first edition of the Toilet Times will be going up on Martin Luther King Day, January 15th, new edition. Kevin and I will try to get a podcast up. If not, on Monday the 15th, probably we'll record on Tuesday the 16th.
The same setup we're doing right now.
Same setup we're doing right now.
Hopefully no technical difficulties.
Knock on wood. And we will have a new edition of the Husson Toilet Times podcast. In the meantime, hope everyone has a great finals week, does well on their final exams. I guess to spend a lot of time at home with your families over the holiday season. And we look forward to you coming back and coming to student activities next semester.
Absolutely. That sounds like a great plan to me.
Kevin, look forward to it. Thank you for these first 3 episodes, and we will see you right here next semester.